Like, are y'all hearing what I'm telling y'all? This man needs more time a day and more people to get on out his way.
A1. Yeah, truly. Cooler and I'm flyer too. Jam. Cooler and I'm flyer too.
Yeah. Welcome back to the show that's cool and fly too. A1 Feather Sports. I am Chris Tip Moore. Why settle for less? We've got to have more with a vision and be generational because it's always time to be. And with that in mind, I would like to welcome back to the show and a special interview, Coach Wes of the Creekside High School Seminoles. Let's bring him in right now. All right. Welcome back to the show. The best of the best at Creekside High, offensive line coach, Coach Wes himself. What's going on, bro?
Hey, how you doing, man? I can't complain.
Hey, man, it wouldn't matter anyway. It wouldn't make no difference, man. We got to keep on trucking, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. So welcome back to the show, first and foremost. So tell us, man. Tell me what's been new with the team, man. I know you probably got some spring training yourself coming up, or some kind of OTA, some training camp going on yourself, something. Tell me what's been going on with Creekside High.
Right now we're in the off-season training regimen we got going. It's weightlifting and conditioning. It's 7-on-7s. A lot of more development right now. Just focusing on the details, the small things that build the brick houses of championships.
Right.
Our season's coming up. We got a 10-game season in the regular season. 15 games is the goal to get to the state championship. We're coming off last season was region champions. We're looking to get back-to-back region championships. Got my quarterback coming back. We got a good offensive line developing right now. Defense is going to be considered, in my opinion, one of the better defenses in the state, if not the best defense in the state. And we're going to get on a plane ride, man, from Georgia to California to play one of the top teams in the nation, modern day, out there in California. Heisman Trophy Matt Leinart, he went to that school. So it's been some good football played out there in Cali for modern day. And we plan on going out there from Georgia to California to go out there and play them. And we got a fundraiser going on right now. And we need a little bit of help to get our kids on their side playing and go out there and represent the great state of Georgia.
Okay. So you said a fundraiser here. Everything that you're saying, of course, is great, especially going to California and playing the football game out there, man. That's pretty a big thing. But tell me a little bit more in depth about this fundraiser.
So the fundraiser is it's gonna be online, just kind of donations. We're taking all donations. If it's a $5 donation, $10 donation, $20, no amount is too small, no amount is too big. All of the proceeds of this go to everything that's dealing with what the kids have, what we have to get for them, the plane ride, the food, all those things. These trips cost money, and the budget is the budget. We got to make sure we take care of these young men when we try to do big things. Part of the dream of doing big things is actually having the finances. So we just need a little bit of help with that.
Indeed. You guys hear it right here, man. I'm going to definitely, put the fundraiser link in this video in the description. So you guys can just go ahead and donate how you want to. And also let everyone know where they can also, outside of this channel, be able to go and donate.
I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Twitter, Coach West 70. You can find me, Coach West 70, on Twitter, Coach West 70 on Instagram, Michael Westmoreland on Facebook. The link is everywhere. I'm on everywhere on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I got the link there, and I'm gonna have the link sent to here. And it'll be big if anybody can send anything, man. All donations, it'll be very, very much appreciated, helping the youth.
Indeed, indeed. That's what it's about, man. Advancement of the youth. You know, man, they need these plane rides, they need equipment, food, since stay fueled to go out here and play these football games, man. So it's all about supporting one another. So I would say, this is a good cause to support. It's a Creekside football and, just the advancement of young men. So man, besides that, so I mean, okay, this football game now, this football game in California.
Okay.
How big is that pretty much for the school?
It's a big deal. It's our first uh, state swap game for us leaving, and we're crossing over into a few crossing over states to get, and it's big deal because it's California versus Georgia. Their brand of football versus our brand of football. It's a lot um, more about, like California has had a lot of great football players come out of their great state. We have a lot of great football players coming out of our state. We've had great football players come out of our school. The great Eric Berry is a Creekside Seminole.
Yes,
The
sir.
Berry twins also went to the University of Tennessee. So we've had some great football players, all-state football players, championship football players. So it's going to be our brand of football versus their brand of football. And it's going to be a great Friday night to be a high school football fan.
Yes, sir. Friday night lights, baby. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to, man, really, and good luck already early to tell you guys about that, man. I'm sure you guys are going to go out there and handle business and show them how we do it in the dirty South, straight up. So I've been backtracking on what you was pretty much what you were saying initially in the beginning. So as far as, spring football or whatnot, battles and everything, like, so, you had an offensive line. Is it any particular player on your offensive line that's just like standing out or really impressing you?
Um, it's not so much as an offensive line coach. I don't look so much at the individual. I got to break down each kid and put the puzzle pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
And with the vision of our head coach Maurice Dixon. But as an offensive line coach, I'm looking at the unit. How do the unit gel together? We got to get different personalities to give up the me for the we. One of the sayings that we say at Creekside, and we've been saying it for a long time, is the wolf pack mentality. The strength of the wolf is the pack, and the strength of the pack is the wolf. So it's one of those things where we got to get 5 people to be one-minded. So I got 2 seniors, Caleb Holmes and Brian Williams, both committed, early commits. Caleb Holmes is going to the University of Pitt, and Brian Williams is going to Jackson State. And, we are going to let them lead this unit because, they've played a lot of football, a lot of playoff football, big-time football on a Friday night. So they're going to be the spearhead of what we do up front, but it's not so much about the individual, it's the group.
Indeed, indeed. Great explanation. Great explanation. Okay, so you said your quarterback is coming back as well. And so explain about the intangibles that this kid has and like what he has to pretty much take you guys to the promised land.
He's grown so much. His composure has grown so much. His ability to bounce back from messing up, or if he throws a pick, it's not the end of the game. It's not the end of the world. He's looking to throw the next touchdown. He's control over his emotions is better. His footwork has gotten better. His transition of fundamentals has gotten better, and his buy-in to understand who he is to the offense. I jokingly call him president because he is the president of our offensive operation. He has to be the spearhead of what we do because we're a quarterback-driven offense. The ball is in his hands a lot, and he has to be the best point guard in the world and get the ball to where it's supposed to get to so we can have the success that we need to have.
Indeed.
If everything goes right, because I believe it's going to go right, He should be at the end of the season in this conversation for All-State quarterback. We've
Okay.
had in our system multiple All-State quarterbacks. He should be the next in line. His growth from last year just really made me believe that he can take ownership of this offense as his offense. When you're talking championship football, whether it's the high school level, college level, or the NFL level with the great quarterbacks, they have to take ownership of the offense. It's not Coach West's offense or the head coach's offense. It's whoever's on the field, it's their offense. Whoever takes advantage and takes ownership of it and takes it personal, like I got to lead my team down the field and get these touchdowns. And I think he's did that. He's grown to that, and he's continued to grow. We are by no means done with him growing. If we were baking, he's still in the oven.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so he's still in the oven, but it's gonna be time to pull him out the oven. And when everybody start getting cake slices, they're gonna see how this tastes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the NFL season is coming up, man. We had to talk some football. You already got your Ravens hat on, so everybody should know that Coach West is a Raven fan. So how you feeling about Lamar, man? The obvious. It's Lamar and of course Odell. But we're gonna start with Lamar.
Okay. I'm happy for Lamar. I think he deserves that money. I think, it's this era in football, you got to pay a quarterback. You can't. One of the things is we won 2 Super Bowls without paying a quarterback. So we think that's kind of how it's supposed to happen. And we played dominant defense and we won the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer. We won the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco before Joe Flacco got that big contract. And we have to move out of that era. And now I think we're an offensive football team. Really, we're really going to be balanced. We expect to put points on the board now. We spent good money, $18 million, I believe, on the wide receiver Odell Beckham for 1 year. So it's going to be, I expect big things from Lamar. I know he expects big things from himself. And he doesn't talk about stats. He talks about championships and winning. And that's the standard in Baltimore. We're talking about Lombardis and greatness, and I think he's going to have a great season. We're not going to be as run dominant as we were before. I think we're still going to run the ball because I think that's Baltimore's DNA. We're going to run the ball. We have a very good offensive line. And just thinking about this, on that side of the ball, we have a lot of draft capital. Lamar's a first-round draft pick. Our left tackle's a first-round draft pick. Our center's a first-round draft pick. We've had 2 wide receivers become first-round draft picks. So it's a lot of draft capital on that side of the ball. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do on Sundays and Mondays and Sunday nights. I'm excited.
As you should be. My thing is though, so Odell's going to be worth that 18 million.
He has to be. He has to be.
Yeah.
He has to be. And part of that money I know is like, man, that's a lot of money for a veteran wide receiver. But we have 2 younger wide receivers that's going to see Odell Beckham at practice, how he works, off the field, how he conducts himself. Because Odell is a Super Bowl champion. He's a former All-Pro. Like, he's going to work. And he's going to go to work. And, it's a lot of things that can be said, but nobody has ever said that Odell Beckham is not a good worker. And those young receivers need to see what a professional NFL receiver looks like. And Rashad Bateman, he's going to be coming off of an injury. So, we just drafted another young man. Flowers, I believe is his name. And he's going to be a welcome addition and we also got a great tight end. So, I'm expecting some big things offensively. I'm really expecting some big things. And I know it's going to be some growing pains because we're breaking in a new offensive coordinator. Shout out to our offensive coordinator who we have from the University of Georgia, 2-time national champions. Yep. So,
Duncan.
yep. He's going to open it up a little bit. He's known in the coaching world, he's known for the vertical passing game. He tries to get the ball vertically in the passing game, and he's going to run the ball. And like when he was at the University of Georgia, his quarterback was involved in some of the run game concepts. So that's going to also help Lamar because that's part of Lamar's game. So we're going to, I'm excited. But hopefully in Baltimore, we still going to play defense because we got Roquan Smith and we got a safety that we drafted in the first round. And we still got Marlon Humphreys at corner. So we're going to play a little defense still in Baltimore.
Indeed, indeed. I believe yeah, indeed. I believe that the coaching staff, as far as like the offense, I believe that Todd Monken is going to take Lamar to a different level, but I believe he's also going to learn some things or two from Lamar. It's just because, yes, he had Stead Quavius Bennett, and he did well with Stetson. So I believe he's going to do well with Lamar. And again, like I said, Lamar's going to teach him some things because he's definitely different from a Stetson Bennett. I mean, let's just be honest. He's more dynamic and everything supposedly than a Stetson Bennett, but Stetson got 2 national championships, and we'll see what Lamar gets with him. Like I said, Monken is definitely an offensive-minded juggernaut, and I believe, hey, I just say just take care of him, man, because, UGA, I don't know if we're going to miss him or we'll see. I mean, of course you're going to miss him, but we'll see as far as like on the football field this season, whether we'll miss him or not. But hey, man, like I said, take care of Todd.
Coach Bobo, though, Coach Bobo is not a step down at all.
No, I'm not. I'm not mad at Bobo. I'm not mad at Bobo. It just, we've won national championships with Monken. You feel me? So it's just different. It's just different. That's it. That's it. I just like the guy who we had. That's all.
Yeah,
I just like the guy who we had. But yeah, man. As far as like, man. So you talking about your team, man? I'm enjoying what my Atlanta Falcons have been doing. I really am.
Y'all took my guy, man. Y'all took my guy from me.
Hey, man, Calais, he said he wanted to come to the South, man. He said too cold up there in Baltimore sometimes. So, come on down here to the South, help the young guys out, play with Grady Jarrett. I really want Atlanta to continue to add. They have the money. So I want them to actually go after Danielle Hunter from Minnesota. And pair him with Grady Jarrett, David Amanyata, Calais Campbell for a year, man. My thing is, you look at the 2 teams that was in the Super Bowl last year. There's one thing that they had in common: sacks.
Yeah,
sacking the quarterback. Got to get some sacks. Got to get him on the ground. Get that jersey dirty. Got to do it. It's got to do it. And I really want them to, to continue to add. I wouldn't mind if they went after Hunter. I mean, even if they don't, they still have, a better team, I believe, this year than they will last year. You have some guys that's coming into year 3, year 2, all the stuff like that. Hopefully, Arnold Albacade, coming into year 2, Troy Anderson, some linebacker year 2. And these guys can make it happen, man, because it's time to get some winning down here. First things first, we got to get to the playoffs, somewhere we haven't been, in at least 5 seasons. So that's the first and foremost. But I believe in the Falcons, and I believe their division.
Your division is turning over, so it's going to be a lot of new faces under center.
Right.
Tampa Bay is going to have a new quarterback. The Panthers drafted the quarterback from the University of Alabama, so it's going to be some quarterback turnover in your division, and whoever is going to establish they're going to have to establish themselves early. Somebody's got to win the division, and somebody's got to go to the playoffs. It might not look pretty. It might not be the, nice looking, but somebody's going to have to win the division, and the Falcons not in a bad spot.
And the Falcons, I feel like, are in a great spot. They have veteran leadership on the team, something that you really got to have. They have a quarterback who's finally getting the keys to the ring. He had a year to sit back and actually get some time at the end. But a lot of people, I believe, are really sleeping on Desmond Ridder. And I'm not saying he's going to come out there and be Joe Burrow. I'm not saying he's going to come out there and be Pat Mahomes at all. He's just going to come out there and do his job. He's going to move the offensive line. He's going to move the offense along, and he's going to do what he needs to do, whether it be to get out the pocket. I like the fact that he's not an indecisive quarterback. If you feel like he needs to get out the pocket, he goes. If you feel like he has somebody open, he throws. So I enjoy what he does, and he doesn't have to be, it's in the superstar quarterback or anything. I just want you to lead my team to victory, and that's all I need you to do. How you do it. If it's spectacular, great. If it's boring, as long as I'm getting the W, it's okay. So that's just all I care about. And I believe that, NFL experts and everything are really sleeping on Desmond Ridder, but he's going to prove a lot of people wrong. I believe come week 1, when they got those Carolina Panthers coming down here, and I believe that Desmond is going to show out. I can definitely see him, at least throwing at least 20 passes. Really, I want him to get about 30 a game. Maybe it's anywhere from 20 to 30 a game, seriously, just to really see what he can do. But that run game, third best last year, regardless, through and through, third best. And I believe we're going to be better this year, too, adding Bijan Robinson, from the kid from Texas. So he's dynamic. He's going to be in the passing game. He's going to be in the screen game. He's going to be everywhere. Because, Coach Smith has already said, and Bijan himself saying that he's been used everywhere. So, so it's going to be interesting, man. The Ravens are going to be interesting, and I definitely believe that the Falcons are going to be interesting. I believe we're going to win way more games than people think. Way more.
I got to take my coach's hat off and put my fan hat on. I expect the Super Bowl in Baltimore. I expect us to play Kansas City in the playoffs. I expect us to beat Patty Mahomes, who's the new face of the NFL since Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and all these guys are in the, they're gone, or either like Aaron Rodgers is in New York now. I expect us to go to the Super Bowl. I do. I expect us to get to the playoffs. I expect our young linebackers to play better. I expect our secondary to continue to grow. I expect us to be who we are. We're the Baltimore Ravens. We hit people in the mouth, and we play good football. And when it get cold outside, we're going to have Gus the Bus. So I expect it, man. You heard it here first on A1 Forever that the Baltimore Ravens going to win the Super Bowl. And that's my pick, and I'm sticking to it.
Hey, man. Thing about it is I've been picking Atlanta for every year, and I'm not going to change now. There's no point. It's being we're going to be a fan. If we're going to have fan hats on, there's no point in changing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a very interesting NFL season. I can't wait for it. We're getting close to training camp. I know you're excited about your training camp. I'm going to be definitely covering the Atlanta Falcons training camp as much as I possibly can, humanly possibly can. So
I wish we could just bubble wrap our players and don't because we get a lot of injuries coming out of training camp, and then we limp into the season, and then we talk about what could have happened, what should have happened. I want us to be better, and it's NFL football, it's professional football. No team is going to be healthy, but I want our team to, have some luck go our way and not have quality star players on the season-ending injury list. I wish no injury on any player, and it's a part of football that's going to happen. But I really want our guys to stay healthy. I really want them to, and I want Coach Harbaugh, who's a Super Bowl winning head football coach, to just, do the right thing for these players' bodies. It's above my pay grade. He's a Super Bowl winner. I just have a few state championships, but I want us to be who we are. And when it's late in the season, I bet on us.
Indeed, as you should. I can definitely understand that, man. And even though we don't have a Super Bowl winning coach just yet, hey, I enjoy Arthur Smith. I believe he's a no-nonsense kind of a guy, former offensive lineman himself, so he's played the game, he's played the position, so that's why he's so heavy on the run game and on the offensive line being good to be able to push guys around, man. And I can't wait for it. Unfortunately, we did lose Avery Williams, our kick returner, slash running back, kind of like a scat back. And
Yeah,
lost him for the season due to a torn ACL. So honestly, it's crazy as it may sound. It may open up more doors for other people. We may see some more Cordell Patterson, probably back there leading off kickoff returns and everything, something that he's very, very familiar with. So it opens up the door for Bijan Robinson maybe to be back there. But honestly, if you do put him back there, I say just a fair catch only, because we need him in that run game and the passing game and everywhere else game that he's going to be in. He's going to be playing pretty much everything except for offensive line. So, I mean, seriously. And then I
yeah,
need something from Mac Hollins, because it seems like he's going to be technically the number 2 to Drake London. But I believe
yeah,
that Kyle Pitts is going to be technically the number 2, because I need some production from Kyle Pitts on, especially when he returns. I want him fully recovered, fully 100%, so we can, make this run, man. Make this run. NFL season is coming up. Like I said, training camp. I can't wait, because right now it's kind of like a dead season. I mean, outside of the Braves, you know what I'm saying, kicking butt. Outside
yeah,
of them, and I guess because even the Stanley Cup is over now. So
yeah,
it's just really like kind of like that spot where everything's kind of like in slow motion. So,
yeah.
but we have training camp gearing up in July. We have a few things going on coming up. We just got to be patient.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta be patient. But as a coach, this is the moments that you love.
Of
You
course.
just this is the opportunity to get your team better. This is the opportunity to build and work on those concepts and work on the tweaks in the schedule and work on all the little things you've been really working on and trying to fix the things you felt like you got wrong before. This is that opportunity. So, as a football coach, I love the off season. I love the opportunity to just get in the lab and just get players better, develop players, take players to another level. Just look at stuff schematically, look at how we do practice planning, look at how we do weight room, look at making sure we are turning over every stone so we can have the push of the championship season that we want. And if you look at the championship teams historically, the teams with the best off seasons really win the end of the season at the end of the year. So they're gonna win the games when it's supposed to matter, because the coaches are ready and they're prepared, and the players are prepared because the coaches are prepared. So it's gonna be a great season, man. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for my guys in my high school, Creekside. I'm excited for the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm excited for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm just excited for some good football that's about to get ready to get played.
Indeed, man. Indeed. Definitely going to have to check out some of the Creekside High School football games this year. Rooting you guys on, man, rooting for you guys. And, man, I feel like another state championship is on the horizon. Just got to work towards it. You already know that. Put in the work. You'll show later on. So,
Yep.
yes, sir, man. But I want you to just one more time go ahead and explain to people about this fundraiser and where they can find it, how they can donate to it before we get up out of here.
The fundraiser is going to be on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. My name on Twitter and Instagram is Coach West 70, at Coach West 70. And on Facebook, I'm Michael Westmoreland. So I have the link. I post the link on all my social medias. And how you donate, you just whatever donation you want to make, you put your card information in, and it's going to go straight to the team. And we're trying to just make sure we get these young men the opportunity to showcase their talent on a national stage. We historically have beaten teams every year that supposed to be such and such this, such and such that. But I want to make sure our kids get the opportunity that they deserve. Our head coach, his vision and his plan for this team, and I think it's going to be a great thing. I think it's going to be awesome. We're going to showcase some of the best football from the state of Georgia and from the state of California.
Indeed, y'all. So y'all hear it, man. Go donate to that special cause, man. so these football players, these young men can have a chance to thrive and, flourish out there in California and just period, just with the Creekside High School Seminoles football program. So, we're about to get up out of here. I'd like to thank Coach Mike for coming through. Coach West, go ahead and flash it again, man. Golly, he just my goodness. I can't take him nowhere. Okay, can't take him nowhere. But my goodness. But yeah, man, y'all be generational because it's always time to be. It's why I settle for less. We can have more with the vision. And come on back to the show that's cooler and fly too. A1 Forever Sports with Chris Tip Moore, Coach West, Creekside High School Seminoles. We'll holler. Peace and blessings to you.